Today we're going to talk about what are the dynamics of black marriage after colonialism. So what is the shape? What is the shape and ideologies of black marriage after colonialism? I'll also be talking about pre-colonial structure as well, just to
Hmm.
let you know.
Yeah. I was talking. I was doing that in regards to. I was doing that in regards to little percentages, right? A little percentages. We was talking about. They said black adults in the U.S. have been married over roughly the last 50 years. The trend has been a significant decline, right? We talking about the 70s. I know you said after pre-colonial, after colonialism. We talking about the 70s? All right. They said
So
1970
what are you talking about?
marriage rate. We talking about marriage rates in
Yeah,
black household.
is that the question though?
Is that a question? No,
No, I
I'm.
said
I'm
is that the
no,
question?
no. This is just this is a summary from the 1970s up to 2024. That's the latest coming
According
from Pew
according to
Research.
what according to
Pew
what
Research Center.
uh, but according to what information is that global information or is that just America?
America in the U.S. You didn't hear black adults
Yeah,
in the U.S.
yeah. Well,
in the U.S.
we're gonna have to go to Africa. We're gonna have to go to the Caribbeans, and we're gonna have to go to Europe. We need to go to the black people across the whole world, not
Okay.
just here in America, because that is not fair. You know.
Okay. Well, we can do that, but one thing at a time. We could do it. We could do America
Go
right
ahead.
now.
Well, if you're gonna do America, I want you to do the whole world. If you're going to do America, I want you to do the global rate of the entire world because you can't just pick and choose America because America gets bullied for their black behaviors, but the rest of the world doesn't. So we need to be fair.
I was supposed to do Black America and I'm supposed to do White America. All right. How was I supposed to do?
Hey, but are you going to add the rest of the world
I
into it?
won't. So therefore, I would withhold that information. I will leave that as go. That's one talking point is one
Uh,
out the
well, that,
window.
well, that's not fair.
Hmm.
That's not fair at all.
Can I speak on the white? I speak on the white demographics since 1970. White marriages since 1970 up to 2024 from Pew's again. This from Pew's Research Center. Uh, whites being married 70% in
Let me
1970.
let me ask you this question first, if you don't mind. Let me ask you this question first because we need to remember I said something about questions, right? I
Mhm.
said, what are according to your knowledge, what are the dynamics of black marriage after colonialism?
Shambles. In shambles, I speak about America, but since you want to go globally, that's a different topic. But in America, I think it was shambles.
Well,
I
you're I think you're explaining an attribute. Like what is the
Okay.
ideology? What is the ideology after
Um,
colonialism?
we
You
got
yeah,
indoctrinated to a culture that wasn't ours.
okay. Okay.
Yeah.
That's the topic, by the way.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We
Okay.
got indoctrinated into a culture that wasn't. It was forced upon us.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Did that
So we
come
had
with
the
did that also come with religion?
religion, way of living, everything. Our whole makeup, our whole being, everything. So we breathe, we
Okay.
talk, we walk, and everything.
Is
That
this
was forced
is
upon
this
us.
is this global or just in America?
It was global. It was
It
global.
was global. Okay.
In Africa, Christianity and in Islam, in Africa as well as the Caribbean. The Caribbean mostly Christians. You know, the Caribbean was mostly Britain, was Great Britain, and France, which really was Christians. It was forced into us, and as
Okay.
well as their culture. Their culture.
Got it. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and let you get into what you was talking about. I would like you to add some global dynamics to it. But if you don't have that
I
present,
don't.
then I ask that you get that later, please.
I will. I will definitely get it on Friday.
Well, if you're not gonna get it today, man, well, go
Mhm.
ahead, brother. Go ahead. I'll bring it up. I'll bring it
Okay.
up. All right.
I would say some of the things, some of the things that definitely happened in the black household was it was a lot of division. It was lot of division in the black household, and we speaking on slavery. Just a little bit on slavery. We speaking just a little bit on slavery in terms of our the way we read our language, our cultures, our religion. Everything was forced on us. I just want to say that. Secondly, all right. Secondly, a lot of men were emasculated in the front of their wives or their girlfriend at the time during slavery. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Uh,
Are we talking about slavery? Or are we talking about the dynamics of black marriage after colonialism?
it's going to trickle down from that, from men getting emasculated, buck raping, or so forth. That happened, emasculation of the men, and after uh, at that time, later on. and later on, rippling effects, low rippling
Don't
effects,
don't don't use the R word on here, please.
ripple
Don't
effects.
use no the R word. Grape. Remember, you just
Buck,
used the R word. You
buck.
just used
No,
the
I
R
said buck,
word.
buck, 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 buck. Great
It-
brother, not rape.
you yes, you did. You did say that after that. That's why I
Buck
brought it
grape.
up.
Oh, I apologize, big brother. I apologize.
Yeah. Don't you got to watch your terminology. But go ahead. And not all black men went through a buck breaking process. By the way, but I think we're get I think we're getting off topic here. I think we're getting off topic. No, okay. So let me ask you a question real quick. My question to you is, why is the nuclear family? Do you have any questions, by the way?
No, brother.
Now I'm asking, do you have questions prepared?
I was going into my dialogue, but not right now. Go ahead.
All right. Why is the nuclear family? This is a question to you. Why is the nuclear family deemed more accepted than polygyny?
Um, Polygamy to a lot of people, they're not. That's not something that's known as foreign towards them. That is foreign to a lot of people in terms of, again, we our way of living, our lifestyle is based in European ideologies. So
Uh,
polygyny or being poly is something that's new towards us. To us being prior colonialism.
right. If I can ask
That's
you,
new.
if I can ask a question within that, is that our original culture before coming, before being colonialized, before colonialism, before being colonized?
Everybody didn't have that luxury. Everyone.
Was it
That's some.
was it massive though in our
It
community? Was
was.
it accept?
It
It was
was.
widely. It was prevalent
Yes.
and accepted. Correct. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Everybody didn't have that luxury though, but it was definitely accepted. To the wealthy and the people that who quote unquote could afford it. Um,
Okay. So my question. Okay. So do you any questions?
no, no, I'm still doing my thing with my talking point. Go ahead.
No doubt, brother. So basically, the question when I was bringing up to you, what are the dynamics
Yes,
of
sir.
black marriage after colonialism?
Mm-hmm.
Meaning what are the shapes, not just what people are doing, what is widely accepted amongst us that wasn't really widely accepted before. Now we're talking about, pre-colonialism as well. We have to really talk about how were marriages before then, and what are the dynamics now, as far as how do we view what's going on in relationships now, you know.
Mm-hmm. Um. Uh. What I'm about to get into was like before I start
I'm
going
gonna go
on.
ahead and whatever you about to talk about. You have the floor for 10 minutes. Go ahead.
I got you. We had a lot of backseat drivers. We had a lot of backseat drivers, uh, gearing our women and our men. I was having this conversation with the elder today. Right, it was a point in time. Marriages right now. Not saying it ain't being taken serious, but a lot of people are shying away from the whole marriage concept. But there's a point in time. I'm going a little off topic. A little off topic in regard. It was a point in time where we had the village mentality. We had the village mentality within our culture. But after after the whole indoctrination process took place, we've lost that because there's a point in time where if a man went ahead and got a woman pregnant, the village would chase him towards taking care and supporting that woman. We've lost that. We've lost that ideals that mentality now. Now is a point in time where men are egging on. That's why we have. I don't want to take nobody. I don't want to attack nobody. But that's why it's being accepted now for a woman to be a single mother, as opposed to men behind other men are holding them accountable to like, yo, that's your responsibility. Go ahead and do that. Being pushed and forced. And because of that, or we could say feminism. Feminism now is a big widespread. in our community that was also pushed towards us. Now, where some women are being forced into the workforce when ideally that wasn't something that they did. You know what I'm saying? They said a woman is a nurturer. The ideas is a woman is a nurturer and so forth. And now a lot of women are being forced into the workforce, and they also are being forced to being wives. And now they're rebelling against the system. They're rebelling against the system where it is like, if I gotta force myself to go to work, I'd rather do this by myself, being this independent notion and so forth. So I feel like that's definitely a big dynamic that's tearing down our community. Because one is men are putting women, they're putting a lot of women in certain circumstances and situation where they're in fight or flight mode, survival mode. Um, and some women are saying now that men are not leading from a good place, offering them a safe haven, um, as well as being great husbands. You know?
Okay, continue, brother.
Oh dang! um, uh, what it is that they are looking for a man.
Okay, I know you got a phone.
Sense, brother.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm listening to you. Go ahead.
I went off the
I'm,
screen. You went off the screen.
yeah, you did too. So go ahead and keep talking. I'm gonna gather some thoughts as you speak, so I can have a rebuttal, not a negative rebuttal, but a positive one. But go ahead.
Oh, so you just let me talk.
No, I'm gathering. No, I'm gathering information, and then I'm gonna tie it into the topic. But I'm hearing what you're saying first, and I'm gonna gather it and tie it into the topic.
Yeah. So yeah, I feel that's a major thing because we have a point again. We got a point again of the battle of the sexes, and even wives. We gonna go back to a number. I forgot the number. Where women are. 1 second. Give me a minute. I'm doing the same thing right now. Hold on.
Okay. Well, let me ask you a question while you're doing that. Uh, so do you believe that the forced ways through colonial structure is possibly the reason why a lot of the marriages in the society which we live in is not flourishing like they should? Or do you believe it's just something individual or personal?
I feel like it's a bit of both. It's a bit of both, and what I'm about to say is in terms of I think personally culture or the negative culture that's being promoted on national TV and so forth, national TV, social media, and what all these false facade that people are portraying online is playing a major role in terms of influencing a lot of folks, telling some black men that they don't need black women, and telling some black women that they don't need black men. They find by themselves and or just doing the work within each other. Like we're at a standing point where we're at a Mexican. I'm sorry for using the term. We're at a Mexican standoff where one person or each individual of both sexes are standing there, stating their demands, and men aren't listening to women demands, and women aren't listening to men demands, or they do temporarily, like they do temporarily in terms of to get the woman, and then like it ain't no follow up behind that leads to marriages being dissolved and so forth. That we at a point now is everybody's based on individualism. It works when either you have two people giving, or you have one person giving, one person taking. That could also work. Or but two people taking, that's a disaster waiting to happen. And I feel like that's where we at right now. Like everybody, not saying everybody, we got people now are selfish and they don't want to.
Yeah.
Is no form of compromising. Is no form of compromising. And it's all about me. You know, like
Okay, I got
ain't no middle ground.
got you. I got another question for you.
Hmm.
If if the question these questions are kind of long, by the way.
Is the picture back on? Is the video back on?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, but is the video back on?
Yeah, is your video on?
My video on, but I can't see you.
You can't see me,
No, sir.
but you can hear me.
Yes, sir.
Dang. You might have to go and you might have to go and come back.
All right.
Yeah, go and come. Yeah. All right. Talking about the black dynamics. What are the dynamics of black marriage after colonialism? If black man, okay, come on, brother, come on back. I'm waiting for my. There we go. All right, is it fixed? All right, cool. All right, my question to you is this: if black men decided not to marry according to European colonial standards, could that shift productivity within the black family, or do we remain in this ideology that was forced upon us?
Say it again, brother. Say it again.
If black men decided not to marry according to European colonial standards, could that shift productivity within the black family?
It's a possibility. It's a possibility. It's a strong possibility. I think that can add it. I think that at some point in time, I think that the delegation of black men and black women, we have to come together, fully heal, like fully heal, fully trauma, like no trauma bonding, none of this. We have to come together. We have to sit down. We have to address the problem. We have to address the problem because it's not saying to become a major thing, but we at a point in time where you have now we're on social media. We have men bashing women nationally on television, and you got women bashing men nationally on television. Uh um can we change the dynamics of marriage? Of course we can. We can sit here like it was a book I was reading. It's called The Contract. We have to sit down and we have to come with our contract in terms of this is what I'm looking for. This is what I can give you. This is what I can do. You know what I'm saying? And then it don't have to necessarily be through the law because some men are now
Now,
shying away now.
was that book written by a black man or a white man?
Yes, sir. It was a black man from Georgia.
Got
It
you.
was a black man from Georgia. Yes, sir. A black man
Okay,
from Augusta,
okay,
Georgia. Yes, sir. Yes,
okay,
sir.
okay. All right.
Hmm. Yeah. We have
Good
to
to know.
come. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So we have to come together and we gotta put all our cards on the table and be adults about it. You know what I'm saying? Like gotta be adults about it. You know. And again, it don't have to be through the state. It don't have to be a marriage through the state. You know what I'm saying? Because some men now are not are more afraid of getting married and losing to those guys that has it. Because you know, someone will be like, these guys don't have no goals to dig. But towards the guys that who have something to lose, you know what I'm saying? You don't have to necessarily get married through the state. You know what I'm saying? That's like a big thing, especially made men, you know? And it's like, yeah, this is where we going. Cause like this is like we're teaching broken households. Like this is what we add in towards. I do think that we have to take some step back. We got to analyze, assess what's going on, and we got to come up with solution base. You know, maybe the marriage dynamic ain't ideally for us, and we might have to do some tweaking, a revamping, or add some things or take away some things to get what we need to do. But I do feel like this need to be polished a lot, or maybe completely destroyed and come up with a new way because this ain't working.
Yeah.
It working
Do you?
for those who working, it's working for them, but
Oh,
for the masses, you know what I'm saying, it ain't being that we are now at a point in time, right? We are now at a point in time, right? Where if a man is treating his woman his woman correctly, they're calling a man a sucker or a simp. And you got now if a woman is catering to her man, we calling her a pick me. You know, this is the state of time. Not everybody, but this is where we at right now. That people can't be generous and benevolent towards their partner, but not being labeled being a sucker. This is how
can I?
some part of society is. Go ahead,
I
I'm
ask
listening.
you a question.
Yes, sir.
Do you believe a man should bow down to his woman before marrying her?
No,
Okay.
no, no, I
Okay.
don't. I don't. I feel like that's equal. That's an equal portion. I'm withholding my
Go ahead. Go
withholding
ahead.
my spear, brother. I'm withholding my spear for coming out.
Well, let me ask the question again.
Mhm.
Do you believe men should bow down to a woman and ask her to marry? And like
Oh, oh
do you believe
yes,
that? You
yes,
believe that? You believe that?
yes, sir, yes, sir.
So you believe he should have a ring in his hand and bow down on one knee and then ask her to marry him?
It could be a ring. It could be a necklace. It could be a Lamborghini. It could be a keys in my hand.
But you
Whatever I term an event.
but you believe he should get on his knee while he's doing it. You
I
believe in
believe that
that.
he should be I believe that he should be the one that acknowledge it because again that's also showing my some of my characteristics that this is what I want. This is me going after what I want. This is me making
That's
it known. And this is when I'm coming with my contract afterwards. You dig this? Me coming with
okay.
my contract in terms of this is the terms of and you get and you can counter it with your terms or what you what your negotiables and non-negotiable is. We can have dialogue on that. But yes, this is mine's. I believe in that old fashioned way. I believe in that old fashioned
Yeah.
way as in
Yeah.
not saying
Is that go ahead? Go ahead. Finish your statement.
no, I believe in that old fashioned way because she's gonna be mine to protect, to provide, to not say nurture, but to build with in terms of my family and everything. That's
Well, we
responsibility I'm taking.
this is a hot.
That's me pre-submitting to her in terms of you are who I want, and this is the direction I'm going.
So
And
you okay?
yeah,
So you believe like okay? So you believe in the old fashioned way of asking a woman to marry you.
yes, sir.
Now, if we get a
And
lot of
going to her
people in,
father as well. And going to her
if
father
we
as well.
if we get a whole lot of people in the room again,
Hmm.
I'm gonna bring this topic back up because it's a hot topic.
Hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you why.
I'm a manly
My que-
man.
my question to you is where did that come from?
I'm not too familiar, but I know I know back in the time, you know what I'm saying, the guys that would go to the fathers and so forth and bring cattles and
Well,
so forth. Huh?
yeah, I'm talking about where did bowing down on one knee and asking a
Hmm.
woman to marry her come from?
Being the age of information, I could pull it up.
Yeah, I know where it came from. I know where it
Okay.
came from.
So I'll wait.
It came from European a European structure. You know, I think in the European medieval times, the knights would go bow down to you know that is a European concept. That is not a there's nothing manly about a man submitting to a woman.
No, no, no.
Yeah, yeah.
When I
No,
said
well,
submit,
okay,
listen to
okay,
me.
okay, okay, okay. I'm listening now. I'm listening now.
Yes, not in
I'm
terms of
listening.
submitting as in I'm bowing down. No, that's me. I'm taking on, listen to me, I'm taking on that aspect of me being a husband. Not I never saying being down. I believe in partnership. I believe in partnership. You dig what I'm saying? I believe in partnership. Partnership meaning because we're in a different time and different era, you know, whereas a point in time I could have gone more like deep into details, but I believe in partnership. And partnership meanings we're submitting one to the other. You know, biblical term, we're submitting one to the other. You
Yeah.
dig?
So we could pull up that scripture if you like, because I don't believe a man should submit to a woman.
Mm. But how can you
Yeah,
ask for
I
that?
don't.
But how can you ask for
Uh,
submission if you're not willing to do so yourself?
yeah, I don't. Well, you're supposed to submit to God,
Of course.
not
Of
your
course.
woman. That's the order. You submit to God, and she submits to
Yes,
you.
sir.
And the people like to add the children in, but that's not even in the Bible. And, the children are supposed to submit to them. That's not even in the Bible. Yeah, everybody's supposed to submit to the Father, and then the Father's supposed to
Ephesians.
submit to God. Well, if you're talking about the Bible, you know
Yeah,
what I'm
let me read
saying?
it.
I would have
Ephesians
to, I would have to, you know, when they say submit ourselves one to another,
5:21. Ephesians
yeah,
5:21. Yes, sir.
is he talking about his woman or is he talking about his brethren?
We about to get
You
into it
know,
right now.
yeah.
Ephesians.
Yeah, because me personally, like my mentality is, I don't believe in bowing down to a woman and asking her to marry me.
Okay.
To me that makes no sense. I believe that's a colonial structure that
Yes,
was
sir.
that was forced on us through colonialism. You know, I don't believe in that concept at all whatsoever.
Said, speaking to yourselves in psalms and hymns and spiritual songs, singing and making melody in your heart to the Lord, giving thanks always for all things unto God and the Father in the name of our Lord Jesus Christ, submitting yourself one to another in the fear of God.
Okay.
In the fear of God, wives, submit yourself unto your own husbands and unto the Lord. For the husband is the head of the wife, even
There
as
you go.
Christ is the head of the church, and he is the savior of the body. Therefore, as the church is subject unto Christ, so let the wives be to their own husbands in everything. Husband, love your wives, even as Christ loved the church, also loveth the church, and give himself for it, that he might sanctity
Sanctify.
sanctify. Yes, I
Yeah.
apologize.
No, you good. You good.
Sanctify and cleanse it with the washing of water by the words.
Yeah. So
Yes.
if she's supposed to submit unto up to me unto the Lord,
Hmm.
does that mean the Lord is supposed to submit to me? By that logic, a woman, you're never supposed to submit yourself to a woman. But
Hmm.
this colonial structure has taught us that. That's
And I
why
want
we're
I want to tell you, right. I want to say one thing. This me being a little controversy. I want to say good luck, good luck with getting a woman to submit to you. Get the woman
well,
to submit to you, and you're not reciprocating the same energy. And and this
I'm
and
just
this and this modern day society that we live in, where
brother. I don't really care for a woman's submission,
hmm
and I don't really care for her submission if she's not. I mean, in this day and age,
hmm
there's submissive women out here. Are you saying there's
that's
not
it.
submissive women out here?
No, I never said that. I said reciprocity. You know what I'm saying? You give them what you want
Yeah.
to get back.
Yeah, but that's not true.
Hmm.
You're supposed to give them a masculine energy through leadership. You're supposed to have a dominant energy force, especially
Hmm.
as a black man. So the first thing you do is do
Hmm.
not bow down to her. That's the first thing you don't do. I know we teach that men are supposed to bow down and have a ring in their hand, and that is a European colonial concept.
Yes,
And
sir.
there's nothing masculine about bowing down to a woman.
Hmm.
If anybody's supposed to be bowing down, it's supposed to be her.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Because
sir. Go ahead.
who's supposed to be protected and provided for if we're going by the old fashioned way.
Hmm. She
You know
is.
what I mean? Yeah,
But
so
that's
so
not what I want
she
to say. That's as you submitting that you taking care. You taking that's not saying your burden, but that's I
is
can't say yours in
yeah,
terms of your property because I'm going to get a lot of feedback from saying that, but that's yours
yeah.
to
Did
protect. Supposed to be until
did
the day you or her die.
That's check this out. Did bowing down to a woman to ask her to marry you, did that come from black men or white men? Is that a European concept that
That
we picked up
we
through
jumped over
slavery?
the broom. So slavery time, we
There
jumped
you
over the
go.
broom. Yes, we used to
Yeah.
jump over the broom.
Did y'all jump over the broom everywhere or just in America?
Just in
That was
America.
everywhere.
That was just in America. I'm not
So
I'm not
where
familiar.
you got to be familiar, man, with
Yeah.
the global concept, not just the
Mm-hmm.
American concept, because we
Mm-hmm.
need global information.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying that you're not, you're wrong, but we need global information because if we don't have this global information, then we don't even know where jumping over the broom came from
Mm-hmm.
because
Uh
that was during slavery as well.
yes,
So
sir.
So if that was during slavery as well, we don't even know where that came from. What were we doing originally? And this is why we have to have the concept of what was going on globally, opposed to what was going on in the dynamics of just America. And that's why I'm so adamant about that. You know, we can't just, we got uh you know, in my opinion, I believe a lot of people pick on Black American people, with these dynamics. But I'm like, if we look up the rates and stuff around the world, then we really gonna see what's going on around the world. Like how many baby mamas is in Africa? How many baby mamas is in Europe? How many Caucasian baby mamas are there? We need all that information, so that way we don't be picking on Black folks all the time. You know,
You know the crazy
um,
thing is, my elder wisdom was saying the same thing today. Was saying the exact same thing you're saying right now. She
it,
was telling me I was asking her, I was picking at her brain, and
yeah.
I think that's cultural, brother. That's cultural. Certain things, certain characteristics, and so forth is cultural. I was
How
laughing
do
at
you
her. I say,
how,
yeah.
how do you mean it's cultural?
Your thoughts, your thought process and her thought process. Trust me, y'all have the same. There's the same thing you talking to me for just now, the same minute ago you just talking about. She said the exact same thing. She said the
Yeah.
exact same thing.
I'm gonna tell you like this though.
Mm,
Being fair is everybody's culture, and
yes, sir.
me and her are fair. We want dynamics, global dynamics. I guarantee there's somebody in Asia who thinks just like me, as far as wanting global dynamics and wanting to understand what's going on globally, and not just opposed to what's going on in the place where I grew up. Because you see it online all day. You see men, they bring up all this information, and they're constantly talking about Black women here in America, but they
Mm-hmm.
never go to the Black women, you know, where they're from. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? Because they have a certain bias.
Mm-hmm.
Sort of like what did Candace Owens say? Candace Owens said this, and she said she has a bias, I believe, when it comes to the Caribbean people. And I'm like, why do you have a bias? You're supposed to have a global assessment of everybody, not just talking about what's going on here in Black America. And that's my mentality. If an African comes over here and they start talking reckless about Black American people, I'm gonna say, well, let's talk about what's going on in Nigeria right now. Let's talk about what's going on in Ghana right now. Let's not just talk about what's going on in Black America, because
Mm-hmm.
that's unfair. That's
Mm-hmm.
that's that's inequality. That's
Mm-hmm.
inequality, and that's a treatment that we have to stop. You know,
Mm-hmm.
and as for going back to the topic, a man bowing down to a woman, there is no reason why a man should have to bow down to a woman and say, "Will you marry me?" To me that is a sign of weakness.
Well, a woman should bow down and marry the man then.
Yeah. Well, look, check this out. No, I don't think nobody should have to bow down to anybody.
The Bible says, what it said, wives submit to your husband.
Okay, then we can go with that. Then she
Hmm.
should submit through
I'm being
bowing.
devil advocate right now, brother.
Yeah. Well, that's not. How can you use you? Well, you're using the truth to be devil's
Somebody, listen
advocate,
to me, brother. In order for a relationship to work, somebody has to give and somebody has to take. That's
brother.
that's
I
that's
don't.
that's.
But I
Mm-hmm.
mean, my question to you is what foundation do you stand on? Do you stand on your own emotions or how you think, or do you stand on actual facts? Should a man bow down to a woman?
No, but that man is gonna request that of his wife, of his wife. That what
What
he was gonna ask for,
then? What is he supposed to
right?
do?
So what is
I
he? You
see.
said
Hey,
I'm,
hey,
I'm rooted.
hey.
1 second. I'm rooted
No,
in
let
old
me let
fashioned,
me
right?
let me say this real quick. I see
Mm.
them veins coming in on them arms,
All
brother. You
right, you
getting
see that,
strong
right?
there.
Yeah, that's how y'all I mean. You
You getting
heard me?
strong, bro.
Mm.
I'm trying.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
trying
how
to
y'all I
look.
mean. You
Look.
heard?
I'm trying to get. I'm trying.
Um,
Look. I'm trying to get mine to start
oh
coming in a
snap!
little bit.
Oh,
I
hey,
was
that's
starting.
from
See?
that's from back in the days when I used to be taking them buckets. When I be taking them buckets to fetch my bath.
Yeah, man. That's for me doing them. That's for me doing them pull-ups. I'm trying to get my forearms right. No, but anyway, go ahead. I'm
But I
listening
want
to
to
you. My bad.
say that that submission in an ideal household, in a perfect household, whether it be one wife, six wives, 10 wives, whatever. Submission is kind of almost mandatory. That's always almost mandatory, brother. You know what I'm saying? It's almost mandatory. And I said submission is what's your concept? What's your philosophy on men providing and protecting? Before I fully try to dissect your brain now, what is your concept on men? Should men be providers and protectors?
According, if they have it, according to
To his
Proverbs
wife,
31,
to his wife, yes, sir.
yeah,
Should a man provide and
according
protect?
to I, according to Proverbs 31,
I'm about to
if you
get
have
there.
a wife like if you have a wife like that, of course you're going to be providing, but where did the concept of providing and protecting come from? Like
That's a
we
form
got
of submission, brother. That's a form of submission. I'm just trying to tie into. That's a form of submission. That's you
how is
submitting
that
yourself to do
sub,
that.
sub,
You're gonna
submitting,
submit your
submitting to who though?
to your wife,
How is that?
to God, to
No,
God.
it
That
just
that's this is
it's
my
just it's just to God. It's not
yes,
to her.
yes. You
because
submitting yourself
because
to God,
yeah,
and
you're
that's
submitting
a
to
duty
God,
that
but
you
not
now
her.
carry on. Because they
Yeah,
said it. What they said. Give me a minute. You said according to Psalms, you said Proverbs 31. We about to touch up on a few things. Keep going,
yeah,
brother.
yeah, yeah. So basically, my mentality is I'm submitting. I would more so submit up under her father to care for her, opposed to me submitting to her. Like I'm not submitting to her. I'm submitting to the law to take care of my family. I'm not submitting to her.
You said Psalms 31 and what?
Proverbs 31, brother. The whole Proverbs 31. All right, man. Don't start getting all start losing memory and stuff, brother. Don't start doing that on me.
I think you said Psalms. I heard you said Psalms. I said, okay, that brother would spit some wisdom. The
Yeah,
whole
no.
the word of
Proverbs, brother.
King Lamel, the prophecy that his mother taught him. What my son and what the son of my womb and what the son of my vow. Give not thy strength unto women,
Right.
nor thy ways to that which destroyeth kings.
Look at that. And look, you know what's funny? The
Mhm,
first part. Do not give your strength to women. It takes
mhm.
strength to bow down.
Women. That was plural. That was plural. Women.
Ain't that powerful? Yeah, do not give
Yes,
your
sir.
strength to women.
I had to say that part so you could. I know you kind of missed that part, and I had to say that to you. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
don't
saying?
yeah, don't give your strength to women.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Um, it is
What
not.
else?
It is not for kings, O Lamel. It is not for kings to drink wine, nor for princes strong drink, lest thy drink and forget the law, and pervert the judgment of any of the afflicted. Give strong drink unto him that is ready to perish, and wine unto those that be of heavy heart. Let him drink and forget his poverty, and remember his misery no more. Open thy mouth for the dumb in the course of all such as are appointed to destruction. Open thy mouth, judge righteously, and plead the cause of the poor and needy. Who can find a virtuous woman? Singular, for her price is far above rubies. Ooh, far above rubies. The heart of her husband doeth safely trust in her, so that he shall have no need to spoil. I mean, no need of spoil. She will do him good and not evil all the days of her life. She seeketh wool and flax and worketh willingly with her hands. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And I like it. I like it. What you said again? You like the bar dropper with the hands. She is like the merchant ships. She bringeth her food from afar. She riseth also while it is yet night, and giveth meat to her household, and a portion of her maidens. Mm, her maidens. She considereth her field, and buyeth it with the fruits of her hands. She planteth a vineyard. She girdeth her loins with strength and strengthen her arms. She perceived that her merchandise is good. Her candle goeth not out by night. Oh, yes. She layeth her hands to the spindle, and her hands hold the dice staff. She stretches. Yes, 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 yes. That's a lot to read, brother. But yes, yes,
Yeah, you
yes.
you have to read all of it. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Mm, mm. And I want to say, That's also something that that is something I do. Listen to me. I tell you, I'm old fashioned. Like my teaching, most of my teaching came from my grandfather. Not even my father, came from my grandfather. You dig what I'm saying in
Okay.
terms of my way,
Um,
but I'm pretty sure his teaching came from teaching was came from colonialism. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Also, like
I don't.
like
Well,
like
let me not say absolutely. I'm just
some of
agreeing
his
with you.
some of his teaching came from colonialism. But
Okay.
at the same time, like in a relationship market, I know like some women they push this whole protect and provide. I think men naturally, I think a lot of men, not all, might be all men, but a lot of men know that that's their role. You know what I'm saying? A lot of women, some women will try to manipulate that part. But I like how you said that again, brother. You submitting to you submitting to God for your wife,
Yeah.
because that's
But
you
check this
that's
out.
you making your that's you making your oath. I'm about to give it to you. That's you making your
Okay.
oath to God, to your God and her family. That's you making your oath to God and to her family that, yo, this is my wife. This is who I'm going to take care of. Supposed to be for until the day we both die, or I die, or she die, or
Whatever
any
comes
whatever.
first.
Yes, whatever come first. So that's a form right there. You know what I'm saying? I said that's submission. You're right. That is a form of submission towards your wife. But I just mean like that Bible verse doesn't mean is not really preached in the household. You know what I'm saying? Even
Yeah.
back home in the Caribbean,
Yeah.
that's not even practiced or preached in the Caribbean. I feel like a lot of folks kind of overshadow that part. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Can I show you another? Can I show you another overshadowing?
Yes, sir.
Here's Ruth 2:10. Let me show you what she did for Boaz. Then you in the screen. You good?
I'm good.
Okay. Then she fell on her face and bowed herself to the ground and said unto him, why have I found grace in thine eyes, that thou shouldest take knowledge of me, seeing I am a stranger? She did that to a stranger. See, look, let me be real. So, who's supposed to be doing the bowing according to the Bible? Like,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm not, and I'm not saying I sit here and and follow every single word, but when you talk about
Mm-hmm.
relationships, bro, I'm not bowing down. See, we've taken Ruth's place. The men have taken Ruth's place, and this is why women don't respect us, and this is why the divorce rate is so high. Because you would wing. This is gonna blow your mind. I just thought of this. This is gonna blow your mind, brother. I just thought of this.
Mm-hmm.
This would wean. This would weed out. Is it wean out or weed out?
Wait. Ooh.
Wean when you wean out something.
Weed out, weed out, weed out, weed out.
Okay.
Like weeds, literally weeds.
No, I got you. I got you. Hold on. Let me see something real quick. Let me see something. I think. Oh, never mind. Okay. What's the other word for it? Damn. Anyway, but anyway, this would weed off every woman that's not gonna submit to you. Look, check this out. If you tell her, see, the dynamics are so strong now. If a woman tells you, "Oh, you need to get on one knee and give me a ring," and you're like, "No, I don't want to do that." I'm not even requiring you to bow down to me, by the way, because I know your mind ain't ready for that as a woman. I know, but you still expect me as, but you still expect me. You still expect me as a man to bow down to you for some reason, which makes no sense. And a lot of these women believe in the Bible, but they would never do what Ruth did.
No.
If they did look, if they did what Ruth did, they probably would have one of the best husbands ever. But they'll weed up. Look, they'll weed out. If men would stop bowing down to women, they would weed out non-submissive women.
But I want to say that's a new wave was happening now. That's a
Yeah,
new
but it's
wave
still
what is happening now.
it's still going to weed out women that
Mm-hmm.
will not submit to you.
Mm-hmm.
If you tell yourself, I'm not bowing down to you, I'm not submitting to you, uh if I'm the leader, you got to listen to me. If you do that and stay stuck on that, and you don't ever bow down to a woman, you will weed out a non-submissive woman. You will weed her the fuck out.
You weed out a lot of women.
Yeah.
Trust me, you gonna weed out a lot of women.
No,
Um,
but you're gonna weed out, bro. If you have to
mhm,
bow down on your knee and hold
mhm.
a ring to get her to marry, you're bowing down to protect and provide for her. Does that even make any logical sense?
From the no, the logic is sense like my message was misconstrued a little bit. We submit to God, to
No.
God.
I'm not talking about you.
Yes, no, but I'm
I'm
talking about
talking about
that ideology. We submit to God. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
That
but we don't bow down. We don't have to bow down to a woman to submit to God.
no, no,
Yeah,
no.
yeah.
No, no, but I'm
So
talking
we
about
so
you're submitting that because that's gonna be that's your covenant that you're gonna take with the Lord, that's yours to protect. Not for her to sit here and be there. It all depends on what your dynamic is. You know what I'm saying? Because I said again, a lot of things would pushed would pushed marriages like kind of push back on the marriages things is because can we have a little conversation? Let me have a little conversation. I was talking
go
to
ahead.
Elder a little minute ago, right? I was sitting and I was saying that uh 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 this new wave that's going on now with social media, this whole social media wave thing that's going on now, where you have uh the courting dating process, the courting dating, like going on dates and stuff. Like, majority of women crave affection, attention, mostly in dating, buying flowers, doing all the things, right? Doing all the things, right? And I'm not saying that all men aren't are opposed to that, but that's mostly like not saying it's a feminine thing, but that's what mostly like women want, right? And not saying that men or most men view that as being nonsensical or anything like that, but that's something that women want. Now peep this. Now peep this. All depends. Women have this philosophy that she would submit to the right man. Men also have the same philosophy that the right woman is going to get what she wants from me. You dig what I'm saying? But what usually happens is like with dating, the whole dating thing, like women want to keep their relationships, they want to keep their relationship exciting. They want to go, you know what I'm saying? They want to be stimulated in monetary stuff like flowers, chocolates, dates, trips, bags, monetary stuff. You know what I'm saying? And that's necessarily not appealing towards men, but men, like, we would give that towards women that we're interested in. You know what I'm saying? And the one that ain't, yes, you ain't gonna get it. You feel me? You ain't gonna get it.
Mhm.
Say it again.
No, I was finna say something, but I'm finna. I'm gonna let you finish.
Yeah, no, they gonna get that. You know what I'm saying? And then like how some women are like they gonna submit under the right man. I said the same mindset y'all have, and some women like the same mindset y'all have. Men have that same mindset too. Like the woman that we actually like, they get everything. Even certain things that we don't like, even being like emotional and talking, you know what I'm saying? Talking about how your day is and like being in debt. You dig what I'm saying? Like you gonna get all of that from the man that actually likes you. You dig what I'm saying? And like I said, the same philosophy, like she said, when she encounter her husband, like a woman encounter her husband, she gonna submit to him. Allegedly, she gonna submit to him. But I can tell you this in real time that a man who really, really likes a woman or love a woman, whatever she wants, even if he's uncomfortable of doing, he's going to do. Unless it's like something that goes against his morals and principles and so forth, of course. But like in terms of going
Yeah.
on dates, continue keeping the relationship lively, that's something that men have no problem doing. I be having a conversation, I apologize, a little more topic. I be having a conversation with women, I be like, yo, what it is like, you know what I'm saying, going on dates, that could be costly. I know that's to keep for, but that could be costly. Like I'm going
No,
on a date every week or every two. That's costly. Who want to sit here and spend money frivolously? You know what I'm saying?
I gotta interject because you're going off. You're going off. You're going on to a rant now.
Yes, but then going back to the point, but getting back to
Let
the
me.
point
I gotta
is,
interject. Can I interject?
you said I'm going on a rant. I'm going to finish it. I'm gonna give it to you.
Oh Lord. Okay.
I'm about to finish. I'm about to finish it. I'm gonna give it to you. But yeah, the same way you will submit to right man, that right man, that man is gonna give his that woman that he really really likes, that he adore, that's that virtuous woman or that woman of his dream or whatever. He gonna give it to her, and that's what a lot of people. It's like quid pro quo, something for something, and some people want something and they won't give nothing. But that's it. Go ahead.
Uh, going out to eat and all that stuff is not supposed to be designed to keep the marriage alive. You know, if you have to use money to keep the if you have to keep money to keep the relationship alive, you know, as far as like if it's not necessity and you still have to use something outside of necessity to keep the relationship active, then you're not in a relationship, in my opinion. You're you know, if those dynamics are only financial, because remember we just read Proverbs 31.
Mm-hmm.
This woman will be praised by her children, bro. This woman will
Mm-hmm.
be praised by her
Mm-hmm.
children. Look,
Mm-hmm.
this woman goes out and sells, and what else does she do? She builds her own house.
Yes, sir.
She builds her house up. Meaning,
Yes, sir.
if you got to go out to eat every Friday and every, if I can understand if you're doing that, but if your mate requires that, I guarantee that's the man that bowed down to her. I guarantee that's
Mhm.
the man that bowed down to her and decided to use his European colonial structured mentality, because
Yes, sir.
a real woman would be like, well, let's go on a picnic.
A real woman.
A
What
real
basis
woman
you
would
got to
say,
speak
let's
on a
go on
real
a,
woman?
let me say this then, let me rephrase. You
Mm-hmm.
got me with that
I
one.
said I just like that when women be like a real man. So where's your model?
Yeah.
Like what's like who we basing that on?
Oh,
Like who we basing that on?
Proverbs 31. I would base I would base that
Okay,
on Proverbs
okay.
31. So,
Yes, there we go. That's your
so
reference.
I'm gonna use the term a real woman.
Mm-hmm.
A real woman, a real woman. I'm not saying a real woman don't want to go out to eat or anything like that. What I'm saying is if she requires that of you, and you know, I mean, then what are you doing? Then what are you doing, bro?
Mm-hmm.
Like who are you with at that point? Are you with somebody that's building her house, or are you with somebody that is only that you're building up, that you're only building up? So
Mm-hmm.
that's why I say you will weed out all the women that you don't want
Mm-hmm.
if you never bow down to them. Don't ever
Mm-hmm.
bow down. Don't ever let a woman hit you. Don't ever bow down to a woman. Don't ever let a woman hit you. Don't ever let a woman call you out your name. If she does one of those things right there, you got to go, because at that point you're submitting to her.
Mm-hmm. And another thing I want to add to the same way. If you just met
And
somebody and you
and the reason why I said that is because I was thinking about how one of my exes hit me and bruised my arm, and you know, but you know, but anyway, go ahead.
no, 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 no. That's right though. That's right. That's the blueprint. And I want to say the same thing as the sisters. Same thing as the sisters. Like I know you have some brothers. I want to be biased. I don't want to be biased. And there was the sisters. That's like certain guys who be telling you that they only catching a vibe now. I'm feeling how situation is. Ain't want no titles. It depends on what your dynamics is. You know what I'm saying? But me myself, if I had daughters, I base everything. If I had daughters, because I have sons. I have sons. I have two sons. If I have daughters, like, do I want my daughters to be in a situationship? Heck no. I would love for my daughter to hold on to her chastity until she get married and live a happy ever after with her husband. That's my ideal approach is. So also the sisters them out there like in situationships. Situationships, that's for trauma bonding. That's for people trauma bonding. People who ain't healed, looking for other people who ain't healed to help them go through misery, love, company moment. You know what I'm saying? Uh brothers them they ain't because we got a lot of like Holy was saying earlier, we got a lot of baby mamas and so forth going on. You know what I'm saying? We have to bridge the gap now. We have a lot of broken so we got to bridge the gap and bring back the family structure. You know what I'm saying? The two or three or four parent household dynamics back in order. You know what I'm saying? Everybody thinking from themselves, thinking selfishly. It's time for us to bring back that structure in our household, that community communal lifestyle. That's all.
No
That's what I
doubt.
got to hold.
Let me ask you this question: why do the majority of black men marry according to the American standard and not the traditional standard from their original culture? Or to rephrase the question to make it global, why do the majority of black men marry according to the European colonial standard and not the traditional standard from their original culture?
Because, brother, we're gonna have to completely destroy that philosophy. You know what I'm saying? We have to completely destroy that philosophy that's being rooted in our culture for hundreds of years. That's the norm. That's the normal. That's the normal. You have to destroy, completely destroy, and then
No, no, no.
rebuild.
That's
You gotta
I said, why do the majority of black men marry according to the European colonial standard and not the traditional standard from their original culture? Not what we have to do to get it back, but why do we have that mentality now?
because it takes a lot of work, brother. It takes a lot of work. That's like you saying, building a new country. It takes too much work. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. That's the old saying. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. It's working, so let's keep on adding towards it. You dig? It working. It's working. It working. Slowly. It's a slow process, but to do something completely.
Okay, I'll answer the question then. I mean, no, 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 no. I didn't mean to say it like that. You answer the question. I'm gonna answer the question now. You answered it. I'm gonna answer it now. Got you. Got you. So why do the majority of black men marry according to the European standard and not the traditional standard from their original culture? I believe the reason why men don't is because they believe that it's harder. See, I just got out. See, I just used your answer.
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
believe they believe that it's harder, and I believe that they believe that it's easier to bow down to a woman. I heard a pastor say that too one time. That's easier to submit up under a woman. You know but the truth of the matter is like it's it's easier to, but people believe it's harder to operate in your original culture. But ask yourself, is it really working?
I mean, when I said,
I'm
I'm
asking
not
you,
saying
is
it
it
ain't
really working?
working. I'm not saying it ain't working, but it's the
No, no,
social
no,
norm.
no,
It's like
no,
going
no.
against
Is
the
it
grain.
no? Is it working? Is the marriage standards of today working for Black people according to
No,
the stats that you
no,
was going to bring up earlier?
no.
Is it
It's
working?
declining. It's declining. No, it's declining.
Got you.
It's declining
But now,
significantly.
so now, so now,
Significantly.
so now we have to ask ourselves this: how are Black people getting married? We're getting married based off what culture? European colonial standards.
Mm-hmm.
We're getting married based off how Caucasian people get married. It was forced. Which was forced on us, and we think that that's the right way. And then no wonder we're the no wonder we're the let me say this real quick. No wonder we're the lowest. We're the lowest. We're the lowest
I,
because let me finish. We're the
I
lowest.
don't know if we're the lowest though. I don't know if we're the lowest.
Let me. Can I finish? Can I finish my statement?
I don't think
Uh,
we're the lowest.
yeah. I just can't. I just want to finish if that's okay with you, because we can look it up.
I
Because
gotta
I
do
already
my I
looked.
gotta do my stat facts
I,
though.
I already looked it up, so that's how I know we're the lowest.
Mhm.
We're the
See, that's
lowest
you.
as far as
That's you talking down, brother.
no, we are the no on paperwork. We are the lowest as far as marriage. From what concept though? The European concept of state marriage. Black people
Hmm.
don't have that. Black people don't really have that ideology. Okay, especially through the oppression. Now, when we was fresh out of slavery, a lot of us had that dynamic when we was
Hmm.
being married, but we were still forced into that nuclear family.
Hmm.
Okay, and then then when drugs started entering, and well, really, I can't even blame that on that. I believe Black people just became more conscious. It's like the more conscious we became, the more we stopped wanting to deal with anything that was going on in this European colonial structure, but yet it's still held against us as if it's the right way to go. Imagine that.
Hmm.
What a colonial system has brought to you, we're putting that up on a pedestal and saying this is
Hmm.
the way. It's not the
Hmm.
way. It's not. We don't getting married through the state. it's definitely not the way for the black man.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we definitely shouldn't be getting married through the state because we give a colonial structure all the power, and then they give all the power to the woman. And to me, that
Mm-hmm.
is a that is that to me that is a propaganda that's being pushed
Mm-hmm.
heavily. Well, I ain't gonna say propaganda. Yeah, it is being pushed on us as if that's the way we should get married. We should not. We should have contracts in place, just like the book
Mm-hmm.
you was mentioning earlier. We should have actual
Mm-hmm.
contracts for marriage, where we know what's going to happen within the marriage, bef-
Yes.
before the marriage, and if the marriage don't work.
Yes, sir. Yep.
You know,
Yep.
if she comes here with nothing and she leaves with nothing. If I want her to leave, I have to transition her out as long as there was no infidelity or anything like that. I'm listening to you though.
I wanted to ask you a question. Give me your ideal. What's your ideal concept on what's a traditional African before colonialism? What's a traditional African marriage or family dynamics?
We're definitely dealing from a village standpoint or a
Okay.
tribal standpoint. That's most definite.
Mm.
So if I'm dealing with a woman, most likely she's a virgin,
Okay.
and I take her, and I am supposed to provide for her. You know, righteous ownership. Because not ownership in the sense of I'm domineering over her and she's my slave, but ownership
Mm-hmm.
in the sense of I have to provide for her, I have to take care of her, I have to hunt for her. If she has my children, I have to make sure she has everything that she's supposed to have in order to be the best she can be, in that tribe. And if I get another woman, same thing goes. Same thing goes. I'm held responsible for the women that I encounter, and unless I deal with unless I have concubines, then of course I still have to provide for them until they're married. If I deal unless I deal with uh
Hmm.
you know
Do you still go? You have to provide for them unless until they're married.
the concubines. No, you have to
Okay.
provide for them. I have to provide for them before and after marriage. You can't just sleep with women and then just not deal with them, anymore. That's a colonial structure that has been forced on our people. And this is why
Mm-hmm.
this is why in ancient times there was
Mm-hmm.
laws that said if you deal with a
Mm-hmm.
woman and you take her virginity, you need to go
Mm-hmm.
ahead and marry her, you know. Um, and so
Do
if
you
I
think?
were to
I wanted to
go
say,
ahead.
do you think that ideal that you have will bring forth a lot more success? But I feel like I think that it's going to be. I know I'm asking you a question, but
Go
I'm going to
ahead.
let you
Go
answer it.
ahead.
Do you think that going to be the way to get us out of this rot that or this decline? Not the rot,
You
this
got
the decline
you
that we're
gotta,
in.
you gotta ask the question that you want me to answer.
Do you think the way that you just named it is going to be the way that get us out of this decline that we're in right now? You seem ideologies you just
Well,
spoke on. Do you think?
it's a decline on paper. It's not a. It's
Okay.
to me. I don't know if it's a decline or not, because we don't know how many family structures there are. We know what's based
Hmm.
off the paperwork that's being pushed to us, because they want us
Yes,
to
sir.
they want us to be married up under their constitution or up under their
Hmm.
state laws. You know what I mean? So we don't know if it's declining or not. Um, I don't, I believe the concept of contract marriage. If you're, I'm gonna be real with you, bro. I'm gonna be real. Women are less, from my experience, women are less likely to leave if there's another woman involved. From my
Hmm.
experience, because women, man, the thing that I realized when I was in a relationship with two women at one time is that they
Hmm.
wasn't going anywhere. They wanted to hold their place. And I'm not saying it's right how I did it, but if I brought them into a union of marriage and focused on the union of marriage with them, it probably would have been a different concept had I chose different women. Like if I would have chose a different woman and then and told her, listen, this is how I rock. This is what I'm into. and most likely it's going to work out for me better if I'm extremely attractive to her. If I'm extremely
Hmm.
attractive to her, and then I end up meeting if I end up meeting another woman, and then I find I end up meeting another woman, and then if I do it the right way, if I do it righteously, and I got contracts set and everything is in place the way it needs to be, man,
Hmm.
those women are going to stand in their square, bro, like a
What's
chess
the
piece.
what's the perks? What's the perks of the women getting on board on your program? What's the perks that comes with it?
The perks, if I was you, I'll use
Mm.
a different terminology than perks. Perks is like what comes with a membership. Like this is a marriage, so you got to
Okay.
rephrase that.
How does it benefit? How does it benefit those women who come in afterwards? Because we have, because I know some women, from my personal experience, they can be very very territorial. They can be
and
very
and, and that's
territorial.
and that's a masculine trait that they have to give up
Okay.
because
But
men are supposed to be the territorial ones, not
hmm.
women. That makes no sense. This is why I don't really argue with women no more because I realize their mentality is not that. A lot of women are not don't have the mentality of a lot of our uh, they have the colonial structure in their brain. They have a colonial structure in their brain. That's how they operate in dynamics. I was listening to the great I think her name is Shirazad Ali.
Shahrazad
Shahrazad
Ali, Shahrazad Ali. Yes, yes, yes.
Shahrazad. Okay, got you. And man, I haven't read her book
I
yet,
love
but
her
I am.
philosophy. I love her
Yeah.
philosophy.
Yeah. She broke some stuff down, bro. And I was like, wow. Um I was amazed by it. Is the word enamored? I was enamored by it. Is that the word? I don't know.
I don't know the definition though. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, man.
But what's the
I was
benefits? What's the benefits? What's the benefits of the
Yeah, yeah,
ladies?
yeah, yeah. Yeah. I'm enamored by her. I looked it up. I'm
Yes,
enamored
yes,
by her
mhm,
philosophy. What's the benefits?
yes.
The benefits are is they're guaranteed. First of all, if they're dealing with me as a leader and a person who is established in growth, they're dealing with somebody that they can always come to as a man who's a masculine force. We can build something. Now, if we're talking about me personally, let's talk about me personally because I can't speak for every man. So
Mhm,
I would definitely be driving trucks. Like I would be on the road. I would have my I would definitely be operating within my CDL, and either they would be with me on the road or they would be helping me build the business. But we'll be building something. One of them will be building while I'm doing this, and if the other one is already uh let's say the other one's working online or something like that, and we're building from what she got going on, and we're building a business together, all three of us.
mhm,
And
mhm,
and the structure would be phenomenal. They're guaranteed a masculine man who's going to treat them fairly. You know, um, this. I mean, the only thing I can guarantee them is that I'm not going to leave them. They're guaranteed that I'm not going to leave because why would I mean men? A man is more likely to stay in a relationship with two women than one. That's just
mhm,
math. That's just mathematics. You know,
mhm,
if you got two men and one woman, those men are definitely going to be going to deal with another woman. Then it becomes polyamory. Because me personally, I understand polyamory more than I understand polyandry, where a woman got
mhm.
multiple husbands and they're just focused on her. To me, that's just that makes no sense to me at all. I mean, me personally, polyamory makes more sense where both parties have multiple partners. In my situation, it'll be at least it'll be two women, and I'll be. And oh yeah, this is something I always said. It's not about me being with multiple women. It's about multiple women being with me. Let me break it down. Let me break it down to you, bro. Yeah, yeah, because man, women are out here struggling, bro. Women are out here struggling looking for a good man, and a
That's
lot of
why
good
I
men,
asked you. That's
and a
why
lot
I
of
asked you the
good,
question, brother. What's the
and a- and
perks? What's the
and a,
benefits?
yeah, and a lot of good men are already married.
Hmm.
Yeah, and I gave you the benefit. I gave, but you still asking questions like it's a membership, like
No, I
benefits,
said
perks.
no. I said because again, because this is a culture like what I was talking to the late grade ancestor who name I ain't gonna bring up, right? He spoke to I think like three women. He spoke to three women, and he's talking to three women, right? And they now this is different, separate occasions where these three women they left their husbands because their husband cheated on them. But those
Yeah,
women, they went ahead to be a sneaky link slash a concubine, a side piece of a man. You know the irony behind
okay.
it. You left your husband because your husband was cheating, but you went ahead and you be somebody. You went to
What
be
is that?
and you
Uh,
cheated on somebody's
I
husband.
don't,
You
I
feel
don't
me?
I don't understand where this is going. I don't understand where this is going.
If you didn't cut me off, I would have kept going.
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Right. So I went to say that I said it to say that you have some women would rather die alone and get some sneaky link D than go ahead and fall under the umbrella of a man that has multiple women. That's why I want to ask you the question: how does it benefits a woman? Because you have some women that
Yeah,
say
right.
they don't give a rat's damn about dying alone.
Yeah,
They don't
that's fine.
give a shooks about dying alone.
Yeah, but we're
So
not talking.
what is the
We're not talking.
benefits? What is the
We're not.
benefits?
We're not talking
So,
about those women though. We're not talking about
okay.
those women.
Okay.
Those women don't. Well, those women operate in a colonial structured mindset.
Mm-hmm.
How can I even marry a woman like that? I'm not finna sit here and try to explain to a woman the benefits of being with me. I'm not finna sit here and explain that because if I got to explain that to her, she's not gonna make a good wife anyway. You know, if I have to explain that to her, she's not the type of woman. She's not the woman I'm going to marry. I'm not
Mm-hmm.
finna bet. That goes back to a colonial mindset, trying to win the woman.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you're not supposed to be trying to win over a woman. What did Ruth do? Ruth bowed down to Boaz.
Mm-hmm.
And Boaz wasn't finna be dealing with no women that he had to prove to. That's
Mm-hmm.
number one. Number one
Mm-hmm.
is we don't prove anything to women, and a lot of those women were a lot of those women probably were, and I'm not saying every woman was dealing with a man like this, but a lot of those women came into a relationship expecting monogamy from the man. He
Mm-hmm.
probably most likely lied to her, and a woman would I think we have to stop lying to our women. We have to stop doing that because a lot of times these men they approach relationships like, oh, you're the only one and you're the only one for me. You're lying to yourself. You know you have a side piece out there and you just lied to a woman, which makes you more, which you're operating in a feminine trait right now because you're scared to tell her the truth because you're scared to lose her. You know what I
I
mean?
don't think that I don't think you would speak for all men though. I don't think you speak for all men.
I just said that. I said not
Mhm.
every man. I said
Yes,
not
yes,
every
yes.
man.
I
I
just want to
said that
make sure
already.
that the message. No, no, I got you. I just want to make sure that message get clear because some people hear what they want to hear. That ain't
Yeah.
speaking.
If they don't know how to rewind the video, then I don't care what
Yes.
they hear.
Yeah, I just want to make sure I put it. You cannot speak for all men. Not you. I'm talking in general. That didn't go for all men because you have some men
Yeah.
like in terms of holy. I understand. Like I want to me and him talk. I understand the concept of polygamy. Like prime example, I have children, right? You have some women that don't want to have children, don't want to have children nowadays. Am I going to sit here and try to force or have her be on my program? No, I won't. You know what I'm saying? Now, suppose I want 20 children. I don't see one woman being able to give me 20 children. That's when that poly system come into place. You know what I'm saying? However, I'm not saying I don't have the mental capacity. I don't have the brain power to focus on
Hey,
that
Mama
aspect.
Skittles, how you doing? Go ahead.
What's
I'm
going on,
listening to you,
Mama
bro.
Skittles? I don't have that mental capacity to go ahead and invest those energies and time into that. I just don't have it. I'd rather be on my purpose. I'd rather be on my
Yeah,
purpose and on my grind. You know what I'm saying? With my wife. You know what I'm saying?
that's
Um,
fine, brother.
towards
That's
that.
fine.
No. I get it. I get it. So I want to say, like, you have some men that's genuine because men, like you said, men lie to women. Women lie. Women now lie to men as well. They tell great
Yeah,
stories. They tell great
brother,
stories. That's a true. I'm
brother.
not. I'm adding on, brother. I'm not doing. You talk. I listen. I'm talking. Can I talk, please?
But don't do that, please.
Golly.
Don't do the please like that.
Please. Please, man.
Not
Jeez
you're not a
Louise.
little
Go ahead.
you're not a
I'm gonna
little
cut you
you're
off
not
every
a
time you
you're not a
talk.
little
I'm gonna
kid. You're
cut
not a
you off
little
every
kid.
time you talk now. Now I'm gonna let my emotions go. I'm letting my emotions go, brother.
Go ahead, brother.
Go ahead.
I just want you I just want you to stay on topic, bro. You
Right.
get you that's why I'm cutting that's why I'm doing this because if we don't stay on topic, then the conversation is gonna go everywhere. The name of the video is
Yes, sir.
I, I said, what are the dynamics of black marriage after colonialism? I thank God for my husband. He is wonderful and loyal. Absolutely.
Yes, yes.
well,
Listen to
well,
me.
well.
Thank you, Mama Skittles, for understanding the topic and following through with my ramble. I
That's
appreciate you, Mama Skittles.
okay. Well, I'm gonna tell you this. No, but yeah, but but when you start talking about women lying and all this stuff like that,
But you just
like
said you said men lie to women like they're the only woman. I said women do the same thing too. Like there's the same. That's me going being devil advocate, brother. That's just me doing the same thing. If you allow me to finish, if you allow me to finish, like you saying men, like you said, polyandry
go
or
ahead,
what's the
go
other?
ahead. You got it. You got it. Go ahead.
What's it called again? Polyandry. You said the woman having multiple men. What's it called?
Hus- Multiple husbands, polyandry.
He said, "Go ahead, please repeat the actual topic."
Oh, the topic is what are the dynamics of black marriage after colonialism? Because yeah, we like dealing with
Go ahead.
stats and we like dealing with stats and global black populations, and we also talk about other stuff too. But that's the topic for today. But
Mhm.
go ahead, bro.
Nah, just saying like you have some women that want that want the same thing, and then like you said again, men bowing down to women. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of guys that bow down into and allow that dynamic, that family dynamic to be a thing. You know, in
Yeah,
terms of that could be a thing as well because you said again, but I mean, I think that that'll be selfish because you got a lot of women that don't have men out here that don't have men or maybe out here being single, working on themselves, or you know what I'm saying, sneaking some sneak deacon, sneak D in somebody's husband.
bro. Where are we going? Where are we going with this
What she
conversation?
said before that, I only saw the polygamy is somewhat cultic.
Okay. Well, you can. Well, Mama Skittles, you can break that down because polygamy to me is cultural. I'm gonna tell you why. There's some cultic. There's some cultic. Is it when you say cultic or cultic? Which one is it?
Cultic,
Anyway,
like a cult.
yeah, I know what she means. But
Mm.
like, okay, the reason why because before colonialism happened to black men or black people, we had multiple wives. A lot of us had multiple wives. All of us didn't have multiple wives, but a lot of us did, and it was accepted. And it's even accepted in the Bible, with David and Solomon. Oh, you meant culture? Polygamy is somewhat what I meant. You meant culture. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. I couldn't understand the word, but thank you for clarifying.
Hmm.
But yeah, yeah, I wouldn't. But you have to approach it. You have to deal with women who are into that. You can't deal with women who are not into that. Like you can't. They have to be culturally. They have to have that cultural concept as well. You know, and I'm not. I'm not gonna force a woman into that mentality or lifestyle. That's not the case. But what did you mean when you say selfish, brother?
Because you said it's selfish, there's a lot of women out there that don't have husbands and don't have wives and have you know what I'm saying, one woman. Because
Yes.
I can see a lot of brother, I can see a lot of brothers getting down with that. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of men. Not saying simping. There's a lot of men that do just do about anything to be with a woman. You know what I'm saying? Meaning that one woman that has multiple men, she would be doing disservice to women that out there that's looking for a husband or looking for a partner, a lifelong partner.
No, she wouldn't. Because if you have the mentality to if you have the mentality to share a woman in a marriage, and it's just that one woman, she ain't doing them a disservice. She's weeding out all those weak men.
Yo, I saw. Like, listen to me. Let me tell you my only issue with that, right? My only issue, and this is big time for me. My only issue
Go
with
ahead.
that, right, is when she do conceive and have a child. Who child is that? And that's my only. And not to say that I'm concerned about my legacy, but as like my child, I want my child to be my child. You dig what I'm saying? Like, I'm not to say I'm not gonna raise nobody else's child, but I'm not. You dig? I'm
No,
like, we going to stop at the
brother.
DNA test. You know.
No, no,
You
no. See,
know.
that's where it stops with me. If I was into something like that, I'm not.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not. Ain't no children finna be involved with our adult activity. Period. We ain't having no big family like that. We yeah. If we ain't no we ain't having no children if I'm in a polyamorous relationship with you. Anyway, Lizzie, in biblical day, wasn't Sodom and Gomorrah filled with polygamy? I think it was filled with homosexuality. I've read the
To a
whole
point where
Bible.
they
I
was
I, I
to
I
a
read
point
I read.
the
Yeah, it
point in
was it
time
was it,
they wanted to grape the angels, the men
it,
angels.
it,
Uh
exactly. They
hmm
thought they could do that to the
and,
angels,
and
but obviously
who
they
was that
couldn't.
again? That was Lot and his wife. What was his wife's name again?
It- yeah, Lot and his wife.
Yeah, where it was Lot was giving up his
I
daughters so
forgot.
he could
I
protect
forgot
the
her.
angels a little. Yeah, but she turned into Saul. I remember she turned into Saul because she looked back. But
Yeah,
yeah,
that
he wanted to
story is
give away his
that's
wives,
yeah, it was homosexuality, I believe.
his daughters. I
But
meant my apologies,
but
his daughters.
and this and Solomon, when he the reason why the kingdom was split was because Solomon, he began to serve other gods. He began to serve other
Mm,
gods because of those women that he started marrying. They
hmm
started taking him away from the
His
concept and the
purpose,
laws of God. His
his
the
purpose
concept
of
and the
God.
law.
Yep.
Well, I don't know whether it was his purpose or not, but the laws of God. Okay, yes, that's correct. Almost Skittles. Hey,
Hmm. Hmm.
but yeah, man. But basically, that's my mentality, man.
But
Let
I
me ask
wanted
you
to
this
say,
other.
I'm picking on your brain now. If that was something that you, I want you to break down a few things. Right? You said if you was in that, I forgot what's the terminology was again. Was with the woman with multiple men? What was the term? Polyamory.
Polyamory. Polyan
Polyamory.
polyandry is where a woman has multiple husbands.
Polyandry.
Polyandry is where
Yes.
yeah, and that's it. That's period.
Okay, polyandry. I wouldn't. Again, my thing is my child. That would be my child if I do something like it's my child. Like I know how men would raise other men children, and if I'm not, then I feel like I would be selfish in that regard. Like number one, if the day she get, because you doing adult activities, it's a possibility that you're gonna slip up. You know what I'm saying? Not say slip up intentional. Somebody gets her knocked up. Like who's the child for? Who's the child for? I want to know. Y'all want to know, like,
Yeah.
is that mine?
Well,
Not to say I won't, what I'm saying? That I make a focus, but I want to know that
well,
is that's my child or not?
well, if
But
well if a woman is go ahead, my bad.
but the second thing I wanted to say is you said ain't no children will be involved and you wouldn't engage in adult activities, you were saying?
What I mean by children, I mean I'm not having no children. Uh, I'm not having children with women that are active with other men. That's what I mean.
But I'm saying if that's the situation you walked into,
I don't understand what you
polygamy as
mean.
men with women, polygamy as men with
Uh,
women.
yeah. Well, there's different concepts of polygamy. Uh, there's a few different. Okay, you
Yes,
have
yes.
you have polygamy is one man with many women. Well, polygyny. Polygyny is one man with many women. Polygyny. Polygyny. Polygamy is a form. Polygyny is a form of polygamy. So I like to be very technical and analyze
Hmm.
everything. Polyandry is when a woman is with multiple men. Polyamory is when it's both ways, multiple men and multiple women. And yeah,
A
those are the
soiree,
umbrellas.
basically a soiree.
I guess I don't know. I don't know the I don't know. I don't know the concept of it.
Like them party, one of those adult parties that you go there and you could
Yeah.
share
Well,
your
well,
partner.
we
Yeah.
can't. Well, to be technical, I don't think it's like that. Maybe some are
Mm,
like that, but that's those are casual encounters. Polyamory is when you're actually in relationship with these people.
mm,
Yeah, not an
mm.
orgy. Thank you for the knowledge. I didn't know that. No problem.
He's educating
No
me too.
problem.
He's educating me too. Mama Skittles. He definitely educating me
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah,
Mama
but
Skittles. Can I ask you a
go
question?
ahead.
I think you're married and you're loyal. What would you say right now is some of
Don't.
not
What do you finna ask her?
a general statement?
Just don't put
She's
her husband into it.
no.
Okay.
Listening, listening to your friends and everything. I'll start again. Mama Skittles. What do you think is the biggest hurdle? A hurdle right now in marriages and maintaining marriages right now. I know. I think her Mama Skittles. She said. I think she was a native. She was native in German, I believe, if I remember correctly. I think she said she was native in German. I believe that's her
I believe,
background.
yeah, native indigenous in German or native black in German. I'm not sure, but yeah,
Mm-hmm.
which is
But
which is exactly what I am. Literally native black and German. I don't know if she said native. My husband is right here. Oh, your husband's right here. Oh wow, yeah, that's funny.
yeah. Yeah, what do you think? Do you think is the biggest hurdle right now? And you can ask your husband too. What you think is the biggest hurdle right now with marriage or people moving towards marriage? Because we at a decline. We're at a decline based off Pew research. You know what I'm saying? A decline in marriages with blacks and whites right here in America. That statistic in America is at a big
are
decline.
you are are you talking about general marriage? The general marriage population? Oh, she said Blackfoot, Cherokee,
And
and
German and
German.
German and
Got it.
German.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. Got it. When
yeah,
she said,
yeah.
my mind thought of the black and not the foot on the end of it. Though.
Oh,
Yeah,
dang.
I just thought of black. But Blackfoot, Cherokee, and German. Yeah. So go ahead, bro.
hmm
What you saying?
So, Mama Skilla, yeah, what do you think? What do you think? Like, is the biggest obstacle right now with marriages? Like, the divorce rate is pretty much the same. You know, what I'm saying a lot of women are walking away from marriages. Like, what do you think is the biggest hurdle right now that has this significant like decline in marriages? You know, what I'm saying we speaking in America. Ain't one race, ain't one gender. Just saying in marriages right now, the hurdles like I don't want to project anything, but what do you think is the issue right now that's stopping a lot of folks from getting married to this day? You can ask your husband too as well. He could chime in, give us his opinion as well.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And
Well, well.
you see there, son. I ain't put my feet on nobody's neck just now, Holy.
Yeah.
That was a
Yeah.
general.
I was just making sure because I ain't want. No, I wasn't saying you was going to do that. I just didn't know what you was going to ask. And I
Yeah,
knew you wasn't
yeah.
going to be disrespectful. I just wanted to make sure you
Never
wasn't
that.
like, because you
Never
might
that.
no, you might have
My name ain't
you might
holy
have
water
said
with a side of green tea, brother.
no. I'm saying you might have said something that you wasn't intentionally. Some
Oh,
I don't know
my
how
name ain't
some
holy
people
water with a
are.
side of green tea, though, brother.
Okay, brother.
Remember, your name is holy
that
water and
that
green tea.
that yeah. Thank you. I was gonna say
Yes.
you need to clarify.
Yeah, I ain't holy
Yeah,
water
but
with a side
but
of
but
green tea, though.
but anyway, I think what's stopping people from getting married is I think what's men got men have too men are required to do too much. They're just required to do too much, man. Like men are just like the standards are just too high, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I should just have to do the necessities.
Can
I
I tell
don't
you
look. I
something?
don't want. Let me say this. Let me say this. I don't want to have to show up to a football game every Sunday for my son, bro. Like not every Sunday. Some Sundays
But
I
the
want to
mom is doing it
myself,
though.
bro. Yeah, that's on her. That's her decision. My look. Let me tell you what's necessary.
Hmm.
I'm gonna tell you what's necessary real quick. What's
Hmm.
necessary is me putting
Not
clothes,
getting to know each other
clothes,
for sexual
clothes. How you
relationship,
gonna? Hey, hold on,
emotional
wait.
damage.
Go ahead, go ahead.
Not getting to know
Not
each
getting
other
to
and sexual. I gotta go to
Yeah.
my phone, my phone to see it, because this one when I'm on now, this to solve it.
Yeah.
Um, keep going, Holy, keep going. We gonna tackle
Nah.
sister. We gonna tackle
No, I
mama,
said,
Skittles.
I said not. Look, I said my mentality right now is necessities. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll do some of the stuff that's or whatever, but the roof, the clothes, and making sure that my children are good citizens in the community, and making sure that
Mm-hmm.
my wife has the affection that she needs in order to,
Mm-hmm.
that's pretty much it, man. But going to the movies you know, every week, going out to eat. I mean, I wouldn't go out to eat, but damn, I'm
Mm-hmm.
not doing that. I'm not doing that all the time. I think men are just we're just I think we're forced to be more of a friend than a husband. Or where, because think about it. If my son got these games, or now now it's fine if you want to if you want to go to your, what I'm saying. I'm just talking about necessities first. But my bad. Go ahead.
No, I want to say first and foremost, that was me in the chat just now, Mama Skittles. That was me, saying thank you to you and your husband. Um, my thing. Listen to me. Let me tell you what I think is. I'm speaking from a woman's standpoint, where from some women, there was this say women said women have raised the bar. They have raised the bar in terms of certain things where they required of men. They are now going ahead and they're doing it. They're now going to school at a higher pace and graduating at most jobs they doing is more like office jobs and so forth, but they're going to school and getting a higher education than most than men are right now. You know what I'm saying? They're more getting more accolades than men. You know what I'm saying? And in return, they're thinking they want, like, they're thinking like men are
Are
going
you?
to compete and do the same.
I gotta ask one question. Are you going to address her comment?
I did. I responded to her. I said thank you. I said thank you.
Yeah,
Oh,
but I'm saying, but that's not addressing it. So not getting
okay.
to know each other, not getting to know each other before sexual relations, emotional
Mm,
damage.
okay.
Like
Okay.
address, like if you can address that, that'll be great. Like, how do you
Um,
feel? How do you is that true or is that false?
I do like I mean you was talking about earlier, people trauma bonding, you know what I'm saying? Trauma bonding, men getting out of a bad relationship, and some women misery loving company. Men getting out of a bad relationship, and rather than go ahead and heal, and women rather than going ahead and heal, they jumping on the next thing smoking.
Yeah.
Trauma bonding with somebody that's going through the same circumstances. Not sitting like I'm a person, I believe in therapy. I believe in that. Some therapists or therapy is trash and don't, it'll damage you more. Because I want to go on a therapy session that we face the issues, we face the problems, and we deal with it. You know what I'm saying? I deal with it. You dig what I'm saying? I put
Right.
in the work. I got my notepad, my I'm putting in effort daily. Like, I'm journaling and I'm putting in time daily. Rather than some people, they just get a relationship, a heartbreak. What I'm gonna go? I'm gonna run all day and I'm gonna sleep with the next 10 people that comes my way. Rather than sitting here and healing. You know what I'm saying? And also getting to know each other, because like everybody's lying. Everybody's lying. Everybody, you know what I'm saying? Like, we go off like men example. We're going at the beautiful women. We're going at like, she's pretty. She got a pretty face. She got a fat behind, her tata sitting up. You know what I'm saying? The makeup, the hair done, whatever else the case might be.
She got a
I getting
she
back.
she
Let me finish.
she,
Let me finish. Let me finish, right? And we're just going off the aesthetically pleasing. We're not getting that know each other. And to the women are choosing men because maybe he's driving a fancy car, maybe he got chains on or whatever, and it looks good in the lifestyle that he, you know what I'm saying, maybe rent a house or living by his friend. We ain't get to know. We all going with the glitz and glamour in terms of men are selling women what women want, and women are selling men what they want. You know what I'm saying? And we ain't taking the time. We just like, oh, I like this person, they're aesthetically pleasing, and I'm just gonna go ahead and sleep with them, or maybe have a child or in a relationship, and not they ain't the right person. And one day you wake up and you see the real them, you're like, oh snap, this is what I signed on. You know what I'm saying? And you didn't give yourself no time to heal before you get with that person, and then we're just going through the rabbit cycle. We going through the revolving door again and again and again. I do feel like that's a big thing as well, Mama Skittles. Go ahead, Holy.
got you. Not getting to know each other before sexual relations, emotional damage. Yes, a lot of women are losing their virginity to men that never wanted to deal with them in the first place. So when you say before sexual relations, I'm taking it to the rudiments of the sexual behavior, which is before you
Mm.
even laid down with a man. Now, some women were, they went, some men and women went through certain abuses when they was younger. We're gonna channel that out and just whatever you did consensually with a person first, we're gonna count
Mm-hmm.
that.
Because I'm
Whatever you did
ready. I'm
with,
ready, brother. I'm ready.
what are you talking about? Hold on, let
Keep
me
going.
hold
Keep
on.
going. I'm listening.
Consensually, uh, with a man, like so. A lot of men are not taught, and it's not enforced. It's not enforced on a man to be there with a woman after he lays with her and takes her virginity. And I believe that is the problem right there.
Mm.
I believe that is the main problem is that men are not required to marry a woman after he takes her virginity. If we focus on if men were required to marry a woman after he took her virginity, we wouldn't have 85% of the problems we have now. I'm being real.
Mm.
Marriage is about
Listen,
togetherness and preferring your mate over yourself. Okay. Now I'm being real. Like if you imagine this,
listen.
because
I'm about
think
to have
think of
this. I'm about to have this conversation. One second. I'm about to have this
think
conversation with
think
you, brother. I'm about to have the same conversation I had with you yesterday, right? Because you give man a lot of props, all right, brother. In my whole lifetime, brother, I've been with one virgin in my whole life. In my whole entire,
okay,
I've been with
okay.
one virgin my whole life. You dig what I'm saying? That's one
You
rare.
making it personal. You
No, no, no,
making it
no, no.
personal
Because
now.
I have to, brother. Because I tell you,
No,
like
you don't.
no, 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 no. Because you saying
No,
this
you don't.
again. I've been with one virgin my entire life, brother. The lady I lost my virginity was with, she wasn't a virgin. You feel me? And I lost it well
Okay.
after
What does
18.
that have to do
Well
with what does that
after
have to do with the conversation? Men are not virgins, first and foremost. Men are not virgins. Women are the ones with the vagina, and they're the ones that have to be broken into. Men are
well,
not virgins. Number one.
my first sexual encounter was with
Yeah.
somebody who was sexually active before I was.
Was she a whore? Or no? I mean, I'm just asking. I said you bringing it up. I mean, you made it
Yeah.
personal. Yeah,
Yeah.
because I think my first experience. I mean, let me not say that. I don't. Let me. My bad. Forgive me. My first experience might have been a whore too. I don't know, but but go ahead.
Nah, my first experience, I think I was a second person. I was a second person.
Oh,
You
okay,
know,
good. Yeah, yeah, I think with my experience, I think you know, I don't think she was living that lifestyle, but anyway, we'll go ahead.
like I do believe as an accountability as in because back in the days, like if a man knock up a woman, if he got a woman pregnant, the village would enforce him to go ahead and marry and take care of that woman. You dig what I'm saying? Like now we stray away from that with that ideology. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? But I want
because
to
of
tell
what?
you, you give you say it again.
Because of what? Because of what? Why do we stray away? We stray away because of
Because
the
people are
colonial
selfish.
structure.
People are selfish.
No, because of the colonial structure that we live in, and we're not reprimanded for taking a woman's virginity and then leaving her alone. We're not reprimanded for that. In ancient times, we would have been stoned. You
Listen,
can't
listen
live.
here.
That's the
Listen,
reason.
we go, and I'm
Go
right.
ahead.
I want to say you give men too much praises. You give men too much praises. Like
Phrases about what?
I'm pretty sure. One second, I'm pretty sure that I know guys that I grew up with, that took multiple women. They were predators. They were drug dealers. That's who was in school. They were drug dealers who was in
Okay.
school that took multiple women virginities. Because you know what? He
Okay.
was the bad boy. He was driving the at that time the Jaguar. You know what I'm saying?
What is
Wearing the
that?
gold rings, the rope. No, but I'm just talking about like I feel like men.
How
Some
old?
men they definitely
How old were these girls? By the way,
round the same age, round the same
what
age.
what is around the same age? Like, where we
Probably
going here?
15, 16,
So
maybe
we're talking about
17.
girls who haven't even developed their brain yet, and we're
And
talking about
guys, the same age, the same exact age.
okay, yeah, and these guys haven't developed their brain yet, which is why you have to have laws over their head. They don't
Yes.
have those
No,
laws. They don't have those
but
laws.
but the law, but this what the point I'm proving is it ain't a lot of guys sleeping with a lot of women. I mean, a lot of guys sleeping. It's a small bracket of is the it guys. Is the it guys. You know, the squares ain't doing the same thing that the cool kids doing. You know what I'm saying? Like you,
It doesn't.
I'm giving accountable. I'm holding accountability to where it at. Like
Okay.
everyone ain't doing that. Everyone let me paint a picture for you.
Okay.
The girl that's
Did I say? Go ahead. I'm listening to you, bro.
the square looking girl as opposed to the square looking guy, that square looking girl is going to have more access to sexual activities than that square looking guy. That square looking guy
That's
is probably
that
going to
still
graduate from
doesn't.
high.
That still doesn't take from the responsibility of the so-called bad boy.
Yes, and now like I said, hold them to a tree and whoop their ass. Hold them to the tree and whoop their ass, and let them take care of those seeing women. Let them
Yeah.
take care
Stop
of them
taking.
seeing women.
Stop taking my talking points. No,
um,
but
I wanted to say,
but
our Mama Skittle said divorce rate is high because the man is the head of the household, and women can't be large and in charge. I wanted to go there. I wanted to go there earlier.
there's
Mama
godly
Skittles.
order. There's godly order missing from the marriage. My husband is a
Right.
substance abuse therapist. Marriage is about togetherness and preferring your mate over yourself. So commitment is the true core of higher divorce rate, and men and women want the perfect relationship, and that doesn't exist. Marriage is working together to make it work. Oh well, I'm going
Mama
back.
Skittle. One second, one
Hey, look,
second, one second, one second. Let me address it. Mama Skittle, because you cut me off when I was talking. I wanted to talk about that, but I didn't want to, because I didn't want to get attacked by my brother over here. You know what I'm saying? Because
I gotta
he's like a raw
fly
pit
in my
bull.
I gotta fly in my room. I gotta
I got to
go
fly
ahead.
right on the next side of the screen with me. A gnat.
Go ahead. Go ahead. You
I
good?
got a
Go
gnat
ahead.
on the next side of me. You know what I'm saying? On the next side of the
Hey,
screen.
brother, come on, brother, come on, man, come on, man, come on. I'm
Yeah,
listening
but I
to
want
you.
to say that same talking point in terms of large and in charge, but that's gonna bring forward a division, and I feel like I'm not qualified to have that conversation. I'm glad another feminine energy did that. With that part, my husband is a substance abuse therapist. That's what I'm talking about, brother. That's what I'm talking. I don't know if he's a brother or not. Her husband. That's what I'm talking about. An educated, another educated man. I
I don't
appreciate
think.
that, brother.
I think no. I think because they both was talking about they both was talking about the not knowing about the what happened to Black Wall Street. So I don't know, but it doesn't really matter. But
Hmm.
I was addressing the first thing she stated, which is why I kept digging real deep into the she said something about sex before marriage. She said not getting to know each other before sexual relations. See? But see, I took it further. I dig deeper under the surface level because a lot of women and men are already sexually active before they get married. But I'm taking it all the way back to where way before they met each other, their first sexual experiences.
Hmm.
If we were to go back into the ancient ways of thinking and the ancient philosophies, then if a man slept with two or three different women and they were all virgins, he would have to marry those women and take care of them, or he would be stoned. You understand? So that's my mentality. I don't care about what's going on with the drug dealers and the bad boys, and I'm not just talking about what you're saying because I've heard a lot of people say that, and they're talking about schoolgirls here,
Now,
So it was
now
just
one,
was just
now one,
go ahead.
Now, 1 second. Is that same law being enforced with the women? Because the women got to be on board too with doing that as well. Is that something that we're going to pass for both parties, for both men and women, that we're going to push both of them together?
It's I hold both
Is
of
that a,
them
oh, that's a
accountable.
freedom of speech? Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I hold both of them accountable. At the same time, one of them
Mm-hmm.
have to be responsible. There's a difference
Mm-hmm.
between accountability and responsibility. It is the
Mm-hmm.
responsibility of a man or a young boy that if he penetrates a virgin, he should not leave her. It
Okay.
is his responsibility. You can't just leave up and leave a woman like that. That's a problem, brother. That's almost terroristic in a way. That's almost a terroristic ideology. Okay. And I remember I told you
Mm-hmm.
that's psychological grape. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? I can't. I'm not
Mm-hmm.
gonna use the R word.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
gonna use
Yes, sir.
grape.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's
Yes, sir.
that's you psychologically grape a woman by telling her you're interested in her, you love her, and then she opens up to you, and then you leave her alone. That's actually, that would almost be worse than taking it. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because she opened up to you. She helped herself be psychologically raped. You see what I'm saying? And that right
Mm-hmm.
there, I'm telling you, that's a detriment to society. That
Now
is
I'm about to
that
throw
is a
you a
terrorist. That
curveball.
is a
I'm about to
terrorist.
throw.
Go ahead. Throw
I'm
it.
going to throw you a curveball. But suppose the reason why, like what Sister Mama Skilla said earlier, right? They
Yeah.
didn't get to know each other, and they understand that they wasn't compatible. Then where would he go from there? Like they ain't compatible.
Hey man, that whole
After the act,
compatibility.
after the act, after she lost her virginity,
I'm.
and that man's
Are you
first
gonna let?
sexual partner.
Are you gonna let me finish?
I'm just painting the picture. I'm painting the picture.
Yeah. Well, if she decides to leave him, then that's totally on her. If she decides to leave him or whatnot. But
Okay.
we're not going into. We're
Mhm.
not really. I'm not gonna go into
I have to. I
compatibility
have to throw
because
curveball, brother.
yeah, that's cool. I don't want if I go into compatibility, then to me there's a problem there because compatibility is for adults. Like that is when your brain is when you can start thinking a little bit more clearer and your brain is a little bit more active and you're probably past the age of 25, then we can get into compatibility, you know, because but when you're young like that, you have to hold these young men responsible for their action, hold her accountable as well. But we're not going to take that away from the fact that oh you if you're man enough to lay down and take that from her, you're man enough to go and hunt and feed her. I don't give a damn if you're 12. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I don't care. Like my son,
Mm-hmm.
if I had a son and he was 14 years old and he made a child, guess who's gonna be going to work at Chick-fil-A?
Of course. Of course.
He's gonna be taking care of his child. I'm gonna do what I can
Mm-hmm.
as a grandfather, but hey, you're going to you want to hold your manhood in that situation. You're gonna hold your manhood after that situation. We ain't gonna
Mm-hmm.
leave her to take care of that child by herself.
Mm-hmm.
We ain't doing that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And man, you gonna be taking, and if the father would allow, you gonna be taking care of her too. Period.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Period. Because I got to go to the father and ask the father for forgiveness and make sure the father ain't crazy because he might want to take
Mm-hmm.
my son's life.
Right.
In this
Right.
modern day time.
Right.
In this modern day time.
Yes, sir.
So
Yes, sir. Yes,
vice
sir.
versa.
Mom,
Vice
Mama
versa.
Skittles. Mama Skittles say, we are both white,
We're both
but
white,
of being with
but have
black.
been but been with black men with black women, married once before to a Mexican woman. I have been engaged to a black man. We don't see color. Okay. That's understandable. I get what you're
Mm-hmm.
saying when you say you don't see I get the figurative meaning when you say you don't see color. I get it totally.
Mm-hmm.
I understand
Mm-hmm.
where you're coming from. Yeah, so and I will go to Chick-fil-A and say hello to the new daddy. Oh, she funny. Yeah, yeah. I'm for real. If my yeah, if my now let's reverse it. If I had a daughter that got pregnant and she's 14, I'm not thinking to myself, oh, you too young, you should be focusing on school. I'm gonna say, oh, you a mama now. You woman enough to lay there and let somebody do that and you get pregnant, oh, you a mama now. Period. You know, your mama ain't finna like you finna. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully you chose somebody that is he may be your age, but he's man enough to grow up. He's man enough to grow into a man because that you gonna be the mother of that child. We ain't finna be,
Mm-hmm.
you gonna miss out on prom. You gonna miss out on, well, you know what? If she's a good mother, well, no, she gonna miss out on all that. I can't I can't hold. She gonna miss out on everything as a child at that point because you gonna mother
Mm-hmm.
that child. And if she tell, oh, we're gonna put
Mm-hmm.
a child up for, and if she said, oh, we're gonna put a child up for adoption, I'm gonna say, don't worry about that. I'll take care of the child, but you got to leave my house.
Mm-hmm.
You got to leave my house because if you're not gonna mother this child, you got to leave this house. I ain't playing
Mm-hmm.
them damn games. You know what I'm saying? If
Mm-hmm.
you, you know what? I don't know how I would respond in a situation like that with a daughter. With a boy, I
Mm.
know exactly what to do, but a daughter, I don't
Oh
know.
yeah. Oh
I
yeah.
have to let
That's
I have to
unknown
let
for
the
me as
mother
well.
I have to let the mother deal with that. I have to let the mother deal with that. Like I have to be the enforcer, but I have to let the
Mm-hmm.
mother's gonna have more wisdom because she's gonna be
Mm-hmm.
rearing the child, and because I'm not gonna be like, oh, you got to get a whooping because you pregnant. That's not my mentality.
You're the daughter. You gonna whoop your daughter?
Would I whoop her? No, I said I wouldn't whoop her if she got. I'm not gonna
Mhm.
whoop her because she got pregnant, but she gonna be the mother of that child. Ask my daughter why my nickname is Mama Skittles. This mama don't
Mama
play.
Skittles don't play. Mama Skittles don't play. I dig it. I dig it. Sometimes you got to
That's
put your
funny.
foot in they rear. Sometimes you got to
Yeah,
put your foot in they rear. So I dig it.
I would. I don't want my son to have a child at 14. I don't want my daughter to have a child at 14. You know what I'm saying? That's not my mentality. You know. But yeah, man. But yeah.
Bring
But
it
let me
on,
ask you
brother.
this
Bring it
last.
on.
Yeah, let me
Go
ask you
ahead.
this
Bring it
last
on.
question.
Uh huh.
Let me ask you this last question.
hmm I'm a
Yeah,
parent too, Mama Skittles. I got
we
boys though. I got boys.
we've been here an hour and 49 minutes. It looks like.
hmm
Is a state licensed marriage beneficial for black men and black women? We're just gonna say people.
hmm
We're just gonna
For
say is a
people,
state license.
I don't think so. I don't think so because the influx on social media. I think both men and women they've made relationships transactional. I would take the route. I would take the I would take the scenic route, and I would just have a ceremony. I would have a ceremony and not involve the state because marriages now is transactional. Relationships now is all transactional. You know what I'm saying? So I would take a different approach. I would take a different approach in terms of a contract. In terms of if things don't work out between you and I, things don't work out between you and I. This is our terms and our condition. That'll be my
Absolutely.
approach. You know what I'm saying? What would guys
Okay.
them said? That would be my approach because a lot of because relationships now is just transactional. Relationship now, marriages now is transactional. You know what I'm saying? Um,
Not
and some
every
people ain't
marriage.
some. I ain't said every
Not
marriage. They
every.
said a lot of
Okay.
relationships. A lot of relationships. You know what I'm saying? Is
Mar-
a lot of people
marriage.
ain't being forthright.
Marriages have always been
Aren't being forthright.
transactional, though.
Yeah, yeah, but now it's like it was a point in time where, like back in the days where you had
Yeah.
50 year marriages and 60 years marriages and 70-year marriages. Now nowadays, sometimes some people don't even make it past 2 and 3,
Yeah.
4, 5 years. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
I
saying?
like I like to go deep into information, like the surface level information. For me,
I ain't got
my
the time
mind just
today,
don't
brother. I ain't got the time
it
today,
it,
though.
it, ju- it don't click. It don't click for me. I'm just telling. I'm not saying I'm
Okay.
gonna go into. I'm saying it don't click for me.
hmm
So when you say this traditional state of marriage, like I'm thinking of
You want me?
pre-colonial
You
structure,
want me to read it? You want me to read the statistics from the 70s? I can.
and I do. I was single, a mom for a long time. Read the statistics from the 70s.
With the marriages that last, the long lasting,
I
like
mean,
from the 70s to right now.
it's up to you, bro. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Go ahead. Answer the question.
And
Answer the
I do. I
question.
was single. You said answer the question. Answer my own question.
Yes, sir. What? Let me go to Mama Skittles. Let me go to her question.
And I do. And I do. She ain't got no question. She got a statement. And I do. I was
Oh,
single mom for a long time.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Got you. Got you.
Yeah.
Got you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Understand. Yeah,
But yeah.
I got two boys. I got two boys. I'm a boy dad. You know what I'm saying? Both of them are chip off the old block. Both of my sons they chip off the old block. You know, they're like
Excellent.
the mischievous. I'm talking to Mama Skittle. There was a mischievous. I like to say mischievous. The mischievous version of myself. When I was younger, I see them with both of my sons. You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't complain sometimes. But my father never spared no whooping. So I don't spare it with them, you know. But my father didn't spare no whooping with me. And then the story where his friends told me when older was I don't know why your pops used to beat me was a whoop you behind the same way because he's doing the same thing when he was a child. You know what I'm saying? So certain things are hereditary. But go ahead, brother Holy. I was just piggybacking off Mama Skittles comment.
Yeah. No doubt. But yeah. But that's basically it right there, man. So
The marriages. Is it you saying? Is it beneficial or something? I'm not gonna misquote your word.
I
Can you
said
read your
it's.
question again
I
so you can
said.
answer it?
I said it's state licensed marriage
Mm.
beneficial. But my mentality for that is it beneficial? My mentality for that is not to me, not for what I want to do. I want to, what I'm saying, I want a contract marriage. I don't really want to be in a state marriage or a state union. State union. But yeah, so but for some people it may work. They may not care because if I would have married somebody and I got a state marriage and nothing ever happened negative and I didn't have to divorce the person, then it would have been okay for me. But if I got to go through divorce and I got to go through this and I got to now I'm legally now I'm legally tied to this person, even if we separate, it's just too much, man. You know, I don't want to go through all that. I don't want to
Mama
go through
Skittle
all that.
drop a atomic bomb in the chat.
Oh, I can't see it, but go ahead. I
I think
can't
I
see
can
this
see it.
comment. Yeah, I can't see the comment. You can see it, but I can't see it.
Oh, they flagged it. They flagged it. Oh, they flagged it. They flagged it. Yeah.
Who flagged it?
They fl-
Somebody flagged her
Oh
comment?
no. No, it's there. It's there.
What are you talking about? I keep saying, what are you
A
talking
comment.
about? So
A comment.
yeah, go ahead. Let me see.
What she said again?
What is she saying?
One second. I'll read it. She said, understand though, grape high school sweetheart, and I kept the child.
What did she say?
Grape high school sweetheart, and I kept the child. Understand though, grape high school sweetheart, and I kept the child.
Okay. I don't understand fully, but okay. I know what great mean, but I still don't understand like, but okay.
I'm assuming she's saying that's how she had a child.
Got you. Got you. Okay. Wow.
Yeah. That's why I said
Okay.
that was an atomic bomb. Um,
Yeah.
man, wow. Listen, I want to say that I know we don't know you from a can of paint, Mama Skittles. I know we don't know you from a can of paint. For you to open up like with that, that's wow.
Yeah.
You
But
know.
that's probably why I can't see it. I don't know. I can't see the comment, you know what I'm saying? But
Hmm.
yeah. But yeah,
That's why I said they probably flagged it. That's why I said they probably
oh,
flagged it.
got you. Got you. Got you. Got you.
Yeah, but you can't see it. Yeah, but I can see it though. But they probably flagged it. But she said she could see it too.
Okay, cool. Okay. It's all
Yeah,
right.
that's like I the man.
That's I'm well, I can say I'm glad if everything worked out, then that's great.
Yeah.
'Cause I
Well,
know some that's very deep. I'm very analytical, so that's a very deep concept. So got you.
yeah, like I'm not saying I'm at a loss for words. I wouldn't say I'm
Yeah.
at a loss for
It,
words.
it's all yeah.
Yeah, like holy, what would man? And listen. Let me tell. I'm going to go off topic a little bit. I went to go off topic a little bit. Like when I hear
She
like
said
situations like
she said it's been beautiful. So yeah, if it worked out, then yeah, it's
yeah, I like yeah. I wanna go into like a violent rant, like a violent rant, like how
nah,
Holy
man.
was saying, like I will.
Yeah, it's a waste of
One
energy
second.
though. Don't go there. Don't go there.
But no, no,
Please
no,
don't go
no.
there.
Like what? Like how Holy was saying that you should hold a certain man accountable. That if you take a woman, you know what I'm saying, you take a woman
Yeah,
innocence. If you take a woman innocence, there should be some consequences and repercussion,
yeah.
and in the same order. You know what I'm saying? I feel like a
Yeah.
situation like that, like a wise young brother
Let
tell
it
me,
go. Just let it go. Let it go.
huh?
Let it go. Just let it go. Let that conversation go. Yeah, it's too personal. It's too personal for me to talk about.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha.
Yeah, yeah,
Gotcha.
please.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, but but yeah, bro. But that's my last. That's my last question, man. You got any more questions?
Now, my last thing would be what do we have to do? Like, what do we have to do?
Oh no, it's all right, Mama Skittles. It's all right.
Yeah. Like, what do you think we have
Yeah.
to do towards like bringing forward like making a better love triangle, like love, what can we add towards the family dynamics, like what steps do we have to take towards getting men back in love with women and getting women back in love with men, like what, or reaching that end goal. Like how do we get back to the 70s, the 70s, 60s, 50s loves, or the pre-colonial
Well,
love? How do we get back there?
my mentality. Well, my mentality. I'm tribal. My mentality is
Hmm.
like I have the African concept of a lot of ways. I'm not against how other races think or anything like that, but I have my own concept when it comes to the African philosophy and stuff like that and those dynamics. So
And what's that?
yeah, man.
Don't leave me the surface. Come on, go under the surface,
Return
brother.
return to biblical principles and culture. Yeah, those Proverbs 31 women.
Yes,
Proverbs 31
yes,
women. Yeah.
yes. Want me to go ahead and do it again?
Do what?
Proverbs 31 again.
Nah, don't read it again. No, we done already read it.
Okay, okay, okay,
It's
okay,
time to
okay,
go.
okay.
We've been here for 2 hours. It's time to go. It's time to go.
You got the raps, brother. When you start talking, you be talking, brother.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's all good, brother. But yeah, good. Yeah, so
But
we'll
I'm
be back
going
Friday.
back.
Go ahead.
But let me answer the how do we get back to love? I feel like we have to go back. We got to go back to the beginning. We have to go back to the beginning. I think that we have to go back to the beginning. We have to go and we have to seek professional help.
Be
We have to seek
be blessed,
professional
Mama
help.
Skittles. Be blessed, Mama
Thank you,
Skittles.
thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Peace and blessings always, Mama Skittles. But to my answer is, I think that we have to go back to we got to go back to the beginning, to the beginning. We have to sit down and we have to, because there's a lot of trauma. It's a lot of trauma. There's a lot of trauma that men going through, and there's some women, not all women, that they don't care about the trauma and traumatic experience that we went through. Because women, some women get that empathy and sympathy and compassion, and what I'm saying, from
Yeah.
their female dynamics and so forth, whereas men don't have that umbrella. We are taught to be masculine and mask your hurt. But I think that we have to go back to a safe place. We have to sit here, we have to talk. We got the direction that we're heading. Like I want, I want the women to tell, like, what
What?
are we, because now women are becoming men. They're going into the world and they're conquering. They're getting their education. They're being ambitious. They're doing everything that they're doing. You know what I'm saying? They're doing everything that they want a man to do. I think that we have to sit down and we have to have a open forum where it's a safe place. We have to create a safe place and we got to put everything on the table.
Nah.
Like,
Well, go ahead. I'm gonna let you finish. Go ahead.
I feel like we got to put everything on the table, like what direction we're heading in, because this direction is us leading. Yeah, trust me, I want to go that path. I was telling them I want to go on that path, but I'm going to be on the whole rant. But I won't take that out, Mama Skittle. I want to go on that path, but I don't want to. But I think that we have to bring everything to the table. Like we got to stop the disrespect. We got to stop the disrespect. We got to stop the bashing. We got to come first we got to come first being healed and open and willing to talk. And ain't one person way is the way. We got to be open and honest with each other and put everything on the table. Like, this is where we going. This is our non-negotiable. This is what we looking for. Direction we pushing forward. You know what I'm saying? And then of course you can interject or refute certain things, but we have to come to a common ground. You know what I'm saying? Because like this is like this direction is going. You know what I'm saying? We have to, and then like our Mama Skilla said earlier, we got to go back to the principle of the God of God. We got to come back to the principle of the divine intervention. And we got to put God back in the center, because everyone is I, we, me, and so forth. We got to bring forward the Creator in the middle of it, in the midst of the whole process. But that's what I got, brother Holy.
Okay, no doubt. You ready to close out?
I got it now. I got it now.
Yeah, you good, man. I mean, I could rebuttal that, but I'm like, I'm
No,
gonna
I'm
let
saying
you
I'm
have the
good. I mean, I
last.
can close out. I can close
Yeah, go
out.
ahead, close. Yeah, go ahead, close out. Yeah, close out.
What's going on, family? What's going on, family? What's going on, family? This is Brothers in America. This is the host that does the most. Well, this is the co-host that does the most, Brother Leo, Brother Conscious, with the host, Brother Holy Water and Green Tea. Thank you, Mama Skilla, for coming through. Thank you for coming through, for showing love. You and your husband today. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for the comments, for messaging, and having y'all for heading your feedback and so forth, and we trying to address everybody. Thank you for coming through for Brothers in America. Friday we gonna have a little different topic. We're gonna have a little different topic than today. You know what I'm saying? Trying to dissect the numbers, go more into our research, you know what I'm saying, and give y'all like factual information for the most part. Um that's what I got for you, Brother Holy. Go ahead, brother. You close us out.
All right. We'll be back
Peace and blessings,
Friday.
family.
We'll be back Friday talking about the stats on black fatherhood.
The myth about our black fathers, the myth about black
Just
fathers.
no, just the stats. The stats.
Yes,
Stats.
yes.
Good night. Good night.
Good night,
Good night,
family. Good
ma'am.
night. Good night and blessings.
Good night.